So, I'm gonna use this intro as my 4th gen battles, and then I'll use my other intro as my 5th gen battles. Because I can, and I still like both intros, so yeah. So, needless to say, this is a 4th gen battle, since I basically said that already. This is an Uber's battle versus the TheBob650. And he leads off with the Deoxys attack, and I lead off with Willie McGee. Now, I went for Thunder because he might have a Focus Sash, and if he does have a Focus Sash, I may be able to paralyze it, which would be nice, and then at the same time, we could get para hacks and stuff. But I knew Deoxys attack couldn't one-shot Willie McGee, like, unless it used Thunder? No, I don't even think Thunder would. No, Thunder wouldn't. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, he doesn't, and he switches out, which is, you know, whatever, and yeah, because I'm obviously Scarfed, and he goes into Groudon, which I'm like, yeah, so I was thinking this Groudon was like, you know, normal Groudon, you know, Earthquakes, Stealth Rocks, Roar, kind of crap, but it turns out to be Rock Polish, and I was thinking, oh god, don't have Dragon Claw, but he does, which sucks, so, I get Dragon Clawed in the face, and I die, which is bad. And yeah, so I sent in Willie McGee. Now I know that if he had Dragon Claw, he wouldn't have Stone Edge because like the only thing that Stone Edge hits that Dragon Claw doesn't is Lugia, which is funny because that's exactly what I sent in. And yeah, like whatever. He goes for the Fire Punch, gets the burn, and I'm like, God damn it, why do I always get hacks? And then I use Ice Beam, I freeze it, and I'm like, never mind, I'm not complaining anymore. And yeah, I froze it, which is sexy and stuff. So now I go for the Calm Mind, start Calm Minding up as he's still frozen. And I knew that once he sees Calm Mind, he'll be like, oh shit, and he'll switch into a poke. So I was figuring to switch into something. I wasn't exactly sure what. I was actually thinking he'd go into Deoxys more likely, but I wasn't sure. But I still went for the Thunder, or not the Thunder, the Ice Beam. And yeah, it does take out the Deoxys attack and stuff. So I'm looking pretty good here, got a Calm Mind up. None really can hit me specially. But he sends in a Kyogre, goes for Water Spout, and I was like, schmuck. I was hoping that he'd go for like Thunder, thinking Thunder is stronger, but this guy's not a retard, so he knows that that Water Spout in the rain is stronger than Thunder, super effective. So yeah, he goes for Water Spout, and I should have actually went for Thunder. That actually would have helped a lot if I thundered that Kyogre later in the game. And yeah, so we both double switch. He goes into his Wobbuffet as I go into my Pink Pingus, and I'm like, oh god damn it, now my thing's gonna die. And I go for the Surf, which does way over half. I'm surprised actually how much that did. And he goes for Encore, and I'm like, lol, why did you go for Encore? I mean, like, it's obvious I'm gonna go for a special attack, right? Because I'm a Palkia. And if I did go physical attack, the only physical attack I would do is Outrage, and that wouldn't do over half. Like, you know, I mean, I guess I go for Waterfall, or Aqua Tail or something, but, I mean, there's no physical Palkias. Like, you just go for Mirror Coat, and it would have killed me, so you should have done that. Anyways, now he goes into his Rayquaza, and I'm like, oh, if you Dragon Dance, I swear to God, this would be like the 70th time I switch into, oh god, he went for Dragon Dance. So, he went for the Dragon Dance, and, goes for Extreme Speed. Seeing that he had Extreme Speed, I was like, maybe you're Adamant, because I would love to see that your Rayquaza is Adamant. And he doesn't have the Life Orb, so I'm like, okay. If you kill my Arrowwing, that means you're Adamant Natured. If you don't kill my Arrowwing, then you're Jolly. And he does kill it, so I'm like, okay, you're Adamant. And, yeah, I send him a Pink Pingus, which is able to outspeed an Adamant Natured Rayquaza, and I kill it with a Spatial Rend. Now, if he was Jolly... Well, if he was Jolly, he wouldn't kill my Lugia, so... whatever, I guess. And yeah, I kill it. So, now he sends an Arceus. Now, there's just things about Arceus that I don't like. Like, I mean, most people, I'm just gonna say most people, don't use Arceus just as, like... It's not a rule to not use Arceus in Uber, but it's like a morality thing, I guess. Like, oh, it's Arceus, just don't use it. Because, like, for one thing, you're only allowed to have 100 EVs in every single stat, because that's, like, the only legit Arceus out there. Like, they never released the Flute. So, the only one you can get is by getting it at level 100 and stuff. So if it's at level 100, you're only allowed to use the potions and stuff. The proteins and irons and stuff. So, But he didn't know that, and then it's actually EV 252 in attack or something. I don't even know what it is, but yeah, so that kind of pissed me off a bit, but not really. I mean, it is Arceus, but whatever. I should have just said don't use Arceus, because I usually do. I mean, at least for GPL, I do. You can't use Arceus because he said, you know, I can make up my own rules, so whatever. But yeah, Arceus finally dies. He takes out my Palkia, though, which makes me sad, because that Palkia was really the only thing that could kill this Kyogre for sure. Like, I mean, it's quad resistant to both, to its stab, right? And then its only other two moves are probably Ice Beam and Thunder, which is usually what a Scarf Kyogre does have. And all I have left now is my Mewtwo, which sucks because it's not going to die from a Surf, but it'll die from Life Orb after I kill it. So that sucks. And that's GG, I lost 1-0. Now, if it did min damage, I would have actually lived the Life Orb, and then I could take out his Wobbuffet easily because I am Life Orbed and it is a fucking Mewtwo and stuff, and it would have been a draw. But whatever, that's GG, 0-1. So yeah, that's a good game. Comment, rate, and subscribe, guys, and I'll see you.